So January sucked. Today we are going to do a February reset. We're gonna start off by going to Scooters. I love that Tate knows the word scooters. Tate and I just went to Scooters, so we are starting the day off strong. January was kind of a shit show. I'm gonna go through my goals from January. What did I accomplish? What do I wish I accomplished? Talk about some things that happened, and then kind of plan out my February and just kind of reset for the month and start the month off strong. So January started off pretty strong. I cleaned my office. It doesn't look like I did, but I did. I got new storage containers for that closet. Can't see it, but up there, I mapped out the rest of my wall and I ordered prints, I ordered frames. I was getting shit done. All of my videos for January were filmed in the first 2 weeks of January, and I was just way ahead. I originally went in with the plan of just having one weekly video, but then I just had so many ideas and so many things I wanted to make. In case you haven't noticed, I've been doing like standard content on Mondays and then kind of like my extra content on Fridays, where it's like more vlogs, because I really like watching vlogs and I like editing and designing and filming those types of videos. So I didn't want to, one, make another channel just for that or deprive myself of making the things that I wanted to make. So that's what I've been doing twice a week, and I had everything done. That gave me time to work on other projects because I got ahead with that. And then I decided to film a video titled What I Design in a Week, and I was going to take you through day by day what I designed, and I was like, this is gonna be a good motivator to get back in the groove of designing. Yeah, that didn't go over very well. I had the worst fatigue I've ever had before. More than just like a one-day thing, it was like 3 or 4 days in a row of just the lowest energy. And I'm not pregnant, but I do think it's hormone related. So I just was not getting anything done. I was getting the bare minimum done, stuff I needed to get done for other people that was required of me, and kind of just taking it really easy. And I felt like a failure because I was so excited about this video concept, and then I just failed at it. I mean, I still got stuff done, I still designed some things, but I feel like it wasn't as exciting as it could have been. I still made that video and it's coming out later, but I'm gonna probably try it again because I just kind of feel like I sucked at it. So super low energy for an entire week almost, and then I started feeling better. I started taking my iron pills and I started having more fruits and veggies, and what do you know, I started feeling a little bit better, which is a little embarrassing to admit that I just don't have enough fruits and veggies every day, and that is probably contributing to some health issues. The day I started feeling better, my husband hurt his back so bad that he could not walk for a week. It was just all around a very stressful time for me. I realized that I am like golden retriever. Like, I just feed off of other people's energy. So when he's in pain, I get stressed, and I don't like seeing him in pain. So it just was like all around mentally very exhausting. So it was 2.5 weeks of just chaos kind of. So that kind of took away from work. And now, talking about what went wrong, let's talk about what went right. In January, I read 5 books, which most of these were read in the first 2 weeks. So I started off the year really strong. I probably would have expected this to be higher, but all things considered, I'm happy with this number. I read The Coworker and The Inmate by Frida McFadden. The Coworker I thought was really good. The Inmate took me months to finish, so it wasn't like it was terrible. I ended up just having more and more books that were more interesting, and I kept forgetting about that one. So the last page was like a what the f moment. So that one was pretty decent. And then I read Divine Rivals, which was my favorite book of the month. I gave that a 5 out of 5. I highly recommend. I've talked about it on here before. I definitely would read that if I were you. Then I read None of This Is True. That one was pretty good as well, but like the title suggests, you don't know what is happening the entire book. You don't know what to believe and what not to believe. So it's this very like, I don't know, I really liked it too. I give it a 4 out of 5. I didn't like it as much as Divine Rivals, but it was still a very good read. And then I read The Unmaking of June Farrow, and I gave that a 3 out of 5. I didn't love it. It was kind of slow and boring. Another non-business related thing I did was I cut my hair. I cut like 8 or 9 inches of hair off. I don't hate it. At first I thought I like did a terrible job, but as I've washed my hair multiple times and it's laid differently, I don't hate it. Right now it doesn't really look like great, but whatever. I'm happy with it. Okay, now we can move on to business things. My goal for January was to make 4 YouTube videos to show myself that I can do it weekly, and I ended up making 8. If you count this one, it's 9. But at the time of recording, I've already made and scheduled 8 videos. So that is a good start to the year. I hope I can continue that trend, whether it's 8 or 4 videos a month. I hope I can continue to stick with that. Another goal of mine was to post 1 project a week on Cricut, and I've done that every week so far. My goal there is mostly just to show people how they could use my products and get inspiration, and that is part of my larger goal of making full-time income on Cricut. I did have a goal of making 200 designs to list on Cricut, and I think I only made 124 designs in January, which wasn't terrible. I was doing really good with uploading daily, which is another one of my goals. Let me see. Out of 31 days, I uploaded 20 days. So 20 out of 31 is not terrible. That's more than half of it. So as much as I think I was doing a bad job, I guess I wasn't doing terrible. I did upload something new, and that's kind of my biggest goal with Cricut, is to just be consistent. Whether I'm uploading 5 designs or 10 designs, I just want to be uploading something new every single day. I had a goal of scheduling 20-ish pins on Pinterest each week, and I didn't pin anything. I did 2 posts, I think, this entire month. So definitely not starting off strong there, but that's okay. I wanted to revamp my newsletter, so I went through my subscriber list. I went through my workflows, I went through my forms, and I went through my segments to consolidate them. So I had a bunch of segments that I made last year, thinking it would make things easier, and instead it just kind of made things more confusing on my end of like, what list does this email go to? So I consolidated everything. If you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, I'll leave a link in the description below. On Tuesdays, I'm sending out tips and trends for creative small businesses, and I actually posted about that in my Facebook group and on Instagram. So I took the same info and put it in 3 spots. So most of the info was in the email. It just depends on where you like to get your content. So I wanted to have that information in multiple places because I took the time to make this mood board, so I might as well share it. But I am really excited about the tips and trends email that I'm doing. It's either going to be every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, whatever I can do that month. So far, so good. I sent that out. I have one idea for something I want to design. I haven't finished it, but that is on my list for February. So I'm going to take you into Notion and show you how I organize things and what is on the plan for February. Okay, so here's my dashboard and kind of how I have everything set up. I have my navigation on the side. I have some personal things, and these are just drop down menus, but they're things that I like to use quickly, and the sidebar just doesn't cut it sometimes for what I wanted to actually show. I have a weekly view of the calendar, which I really like for this main homepage, but I don't really do my planning right in here. Basically everything uses one main database, and I separate things by tasks, content, and freelance, and those are my main category. And then under content, you have things like subcategory is the platform. Then I have a video status, email status, blog status. I have all these different statuses and properties, so then I can filter all my different views. So overly complicated from the beginning, but it makes things so much easier. This is just an Instagram post, and usually what I do is I just make the caption in here, copy it, and then paste it on my phone because the clipboard like syncs through everything, so it's super convenient to do that. Then in my content hub, I've been changing this a lot lately. So I have my main content page, and I have everything divided up into here, which sometimes it's just easier for me to just have different tabs or different views this way versus like different tabs that I have to flip between. So I do have everything sorted out like this because this view is kind of complicated and hard to plan. So when I'm in the planning stages, usually what I'll do is I'm trying to have my emails and Instagram and things like that relate to the YouTube video. So I plan out YouTube first. I'm doing a video on Notion planning. That is a great topic for tips on Tuesday for my email and my Facebook group and probably Instagram. So I'll make a post on Instagram that's related to this and then talk and somewhere in the caption say, if you want to watch the video, here it is. I'm trying to do things with more of a purpose this year versus just like, whatever I want, and never getting around to doing anything because I just can't figure out what to post. This kind of gives me a guideline of what to post. And now it's time for my faves of the month. Do I look ridiculous? Yes, I do. Do I care? No. This is super baggy, not flattering, but super cozy. And it matches, it has pockets. Love it. Another favorite is this coloring book from Elise Brienne. It is so good. I need to buy some new markers for this. It'd be like florals and things like that. Ooh, that's one that I finished. Super pretty. The quality of the paper is super good. I'm gonna test out using Tomos on it, which you should never use on paper that will make it fray, but I think this will work. And then I also want to buy some Copic marker dupes and color with those. I think it's really important for creative small businesses to have hobbies and things that are not related to work at all. And this has been like a easy 20-minute break here and there. And I finished this. It took me probably an hour. I did 20 minutes on 3 separate days. So this one page got me 3 brain breaks. Definitely recommend getting something that is not related to your job at all. I've also tried latch hook kits, like those pillow rug things. I probably spent like 15 hours on the one I have right now, and I haven't finished it yet, but I do recommend that. It was like something physical I do with my hands while watching TV or something, and it wasn't looking at a screen, so highly recommend that. I also have paint by numbers that I like to do. I have 2 in my closet over there, and one is half finished and one has not been started. I bought it for myself for Christmas. Another thing I need to do is actually move this whole table so that I can hang frames up there, because the next favorite thing, Katie from Katie's Canvases has been making the most stunning art. It's been so fun to see her try new mediums over the last couple of years and just be so excited to create and get inspired by doing new things. Like, I just have loved watching her journey. I know she probably doesn't realize that people are excited to see her try new things. So this is the artwork that kind of started it all. I saw this and I was like, holy shit, I'm obsessed. I need to have this. So I got this, and I got these frames on Amazon. They're really nice quality. It looks like they got dirty though. So I don't know if like my dog drooled on it or something. That's fun. But that was the first one. This one I designed, and it's actually going in my living room, not in my office as you might expect, but it's gonna go in my living room next to that print. So this one is going in my office, and it's going right up there. So pretty. Honestly, I don't know which direction it goes. I think it goes this way. I think I was holding it upside down. Does that look more right to you? I don't know. I'll have to really look at this and see which way it goes, because I think it could go anyway. But anyways, I really like this, and I'm excited to actually have like some art hung up in my office. And then I got these frames from Amazon. Well, I've had these too, but I got these too. And I'm gonna put them, you can't even see it, but I'm gonna put them up there next to the big thing right there. So I think I'm gonna change this because it was just something simple that I had. I will probably change this, but I wanted something in it so I could put it up. It's very cheaply made, but it was only like $5, so I guess I got what I paid for. Like you can see, it's like off-centered and everything. Kind of a pain to get that in there, but I think this will be cute. Then I got this one, and it's not like the right size image, so again, I need to get something else in here, but I wanted a placeholder so that I could just put something up on the wall and have things spaced out already. This one is a lot better quality frame wise, but I don't know that I love the color. And then I also got this print from Katie, and I just think this one was really cute. I couldn't pass it up. And then I also have this. This is from Pen and Paint, and I've had this for years, and I figured the yellow definitely ties in. I don't know if those look the best together, but we're gonna put them up and probably rearrange a million times. But of course, I bought all this stuff, and then I said, hey husband, you're gonna help me put these things up. And then that's when he hurt his back. So I could probably do it myself, yes, but he's a perfectionist and I am not. I like to just eyeball things, and I'm pretty good at eyeballing things actually. Probably most of this has been eyeballed and me just saying, yeah, that's good enough. But he likes to make things perfect, and with a big frame like that one over there, I would like his help and assistance. He's also taller than me, so it's a lot easier for him to do things. And of course, I can't forget Scooter's Coffee. I got a gift card for Christmas, so it was all free this month, which was very exciting for me. My current favorite is just the standard iced Caramelicious. I like iced coffee better than hot coffee because it uses espresso and not coffee, which is why I think I like it. Something new I figured out. The Caramelicious is very good. It's not too sweet, not too, well, if you're not someone who likes coffee, I don't think it's overly sweet. But if you're someone who loves coffee, maybe you do. I don't know. I got my little tater with me now. We are done planning and resetting for the month. I'm hoping it is a better month, but I'm also learning to just be kind to myself and not get mad if I don't finish things that I really wanted to, because life happens and you never know when your husband's gonna practically break his back. You never know when your hormones are gonna be out of whack and you're not gonna be able to stay awake. Things happen. We're just rolling with the punches over here and hoping things get a little bit better, but I'm also really happy with what I got done. I didn't want to throw too much at myself this month though either. I used to start off the year super strong, and then by March I'd already fall through with all of my goals. So I tried to be really intentional with being okay with taking things slow and kind of focusing more on me and my health than busting my for my business. I'm hoping to continue posting on Cricut. That is my main goal. I have also been looking into some like side hustle things, just some things to do on the side here and there that are totally unrelated to my business, but are ways to make extra money. I'm hoping I get to my 200 designs mark. I do feel a creative spark coming. I don't know if it's because we got a little burst of warm air and I'm like, oh yeah, spring is gonna be here any second. I also feel really good about getting an Instagram plan in place. It looks chaotic, but it's been working. I'm feeling really good about some of the designs I made for that and not taking myself too seriously. I think that's where I've struggled in the past, is I've tried too hard to figure out what to post, and now I'm just like, just post something. Don't think too hard. Don't take 10 hours on a post. Just make something. I don't know why I'm doing this side tangent on any of this stuff, but yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you next time.